What if I told you that your worship, your talent, your knowledge, your success, your hard work, everything you're proud of, means nothing until you do this one thing? Stay with me, because this story holds a life-changing secret. In the heart of a quiet forest, far from the noise of the world, an old Buddhist monk sat near a dry tree trunk. For 20 long years, this had been his home, his temple, his entire world. Through the years, the skies changed their moods. Rainstorms lashed down on him. Snow wrapped him in a freezing white blanket. Wild shrubs and vines crept and curled around the tree trunk, almost swallowing it whole. Autumn stripped the forest bare, and summer scorched the earth with its fiery breath. Yet the monk remained still, eyes closed, body motionless, mind locked in deep meditation. His only mission, to connect with the divine. One day, a man from the city wandered into the forest. He was curious, restless, searching for something, though he didn't know what. When he saw the monk sitting in unbroken silence, his heart filled with awe. He asked a villager nearby, "Why is this elder sitting here for so long?" The villager replied, "He has been meditating near that dry tree trunk for 20 years. He believes that the day God accepts his devotion, this dead tree will turn green." The man's eyes widened. 20 years? For one sign from God? Something stirred inside him. He walked up to the monk, bowed deeply, and kissed his hands with respect. Then, without a second thought, he gave up his home, his comforts, his life as he knew it. He found a dry tree trunk near the monk and sat down, determined to do the same. "If this is the path to God," he thought, "then I'll walk it too." Days turned into weeks. The man sat in silence, eyes closed, trying to focus on the divine. But then, one morning, a desperate scream shattered the stillness. He opened his eyes and saw a little girl, about 7 years old, struggling in the river. She cried loudly as the water pulled her down. On the riverbank, her mother was shouting for help. The man's heart pounded. He jumped up, turned to the monk, and cried out, "Master, we must save the child." But the monk slowly opened his eyes, fixed a cold stare on the man, and pressed a finger to his lips. "This child is not real," the monk said sternly. "These are illusions of the world sent to test you. Do not let them distract you. Stay in your meditation. Connect only with God." The man froze. He shut his eyes and tried to drown the girl's screams with silence, but he couldn't. Every cry pierced his soul like a dagger. Finally, he jumped up, ran to the river, and dived in. Fighting the current, he dragged the little girl to safety and placed her in her mother's arms. The women wept, showering him with blessings. Quietly, without a word, the man returned to his spot, clothes dripping, and sat down again. But something felt different. A soft rustling sound stirred the air. He opened his eyes and gasped. The dry tree trunk beside him was no longer dry. Tiny green buds had sprouted all over it, glowing in the sunlight like emerald jewels. The lifeless trunk had come alive. Tears filled his eyes as he looked at the miracle before him. In that moment, he understood. God's approval didn't come from sitting still for years. It came from moving when someone needed him. The man glanced at the old monk. He was still sitting, eyes closed, lost in a 20-year effort to reach the divine, unaware that true worship was not in stillness, but in action. The man smiled, laughed softly, picked up his small bag, and walked back into the world, this time with purpose. So what's the secret to true worship and real success? It's this. Your skills, your knowledge, your talents, they're like that dry tree trunk, beautiful in your eyes, but lifeless to the world, until they help someone else. That's when your tree turns green. That's when life blossoms. That's when God smiles. Remember this, sometimes 20 years of worship can't achieve what one act of kindness can. Don't just live for yourself. Live so someone else breathes easier because of you. Don't just chase dreams. Be the reason someone else dares to dream. Don't just collect knowledge. Turn it into light that guides others. Don't just live to earn, live to give, live to uplift, live to inspire. The truth is, worship isn't only in temples, mosques, or monasteries. It's in kindness, it's in service, it's in making a difference. Your meditation, your devotion, your worship, your success, none of them matter until they become someone's hope, someone's answer, someone's lifeline. True success isn't about what you achieve for yourself, it's about what you give to others. Because the moment you serve humanity, that's the moment your soul blossoms and your dry trunk turns green. That is the real meaning of success and the purest form of worship. Your next life-changing story is just one click away. Subscribe now and never miss a moment of wisdom.